Welcome my top 10 people I would trust with my last slice of pizza. Please remember this is not financial advice. As we discussed in the previous video, the 64k highs have now been liquidated, but yesterday's candle was surprisingly strong. So is Bitcoin finally turning bullish, or is this just another step before the next move lower? I'm still leaning bearish overall. Yes, yesterday's price action was strong, but one strong candle doesn't change the bigger picture for me. Bitcoin could still push higher and liquidate June's lower high, which lines up almost perfectly with the short-term holder realized price. But until we see Bitcoin reclaim and hold above the important resistance levels, I'm not ready to turn bullish. The biggest liquidity zone I'm watching on the downside is around 60 to 62k, and that's where things could get really spicy. If Bitcoin reaches that area, we could see a major reaction. But if the bulls fail to defend 60 to 62k and that liquidity gets taken out, I think the move into the 50s become increasingly likely. On the 4-hour chart, Bitcoin has now lost the trend line, which is the first sign that yesterday's strength may be losing momentum. We also have some negative sentiment developing around strategy after another Bitcoin sale, around $150 million worth of Bitcoin. Then we have seasonality. August and September are historically difficult months for Bitcoin, so I'm still cautious about expecting a sustained upside move. Funding rates are also positive, meaning traders are still leaning toward the long side. If Bitcoin reverses lower, those longs could provide fuel for another liquidation move. Bitcoin's volatility index is currently holding support, and this is actually something I'm watching very closely. Why? Because low and compressed volatility can sometimes be the calm before the storm. We've seen this before. Bitcoin experienced a long period of consolidation, and once volatility expanded, it led to a very aggressive downside move in February. I'm not saying the exact same thing has to happen again, but the current setup is worth paying attention to. And that's why I posted on X. On the active MVRV norm metric, Bitcoin's price hasn't entered the deep accumulation zone yet. This zone indicates that less than 10% of the active supply is at or below its cost basis, a condition that has historically marked the cycle bottoms. This Bitcoin chart has identified major cycle bottoms for years. Historically, when price approaches the CVDD line, it has often marked strong long-term accumulation opportunities. So what do you think? Has Bitcoin truly bottomed, or is the real capitulation still ahead? Let me know in the comments. Have a nice day. Bye.